Welcome back, Arizona. Well, I know a lot of you are thinking about Thanksgiving. You might be packing the car, getting ready to, fly out of town as well. So that might include some time sitting. And all that sitting, not great for the body. So we have Dustin here with high altitude personal training. And you're going to tell us some stretching. I think about working out before the holidays, but you said we need to be stretching too. Why is that?
Well, Thanksgiving, Christmas right around the corner, honestly, is just one of the busiest travel holidays.
Yeah.
Traveling makes us in the seated position. Sitting down is one of the worst positions for the human body. And when we're doing that, traveling in car, traveling in plane, it ends up creating pain. So we get back pain, we get knee pain, we get all sorts of compression pains. And the stretches we're going to demonstrate is awesome to combat before you travel, during your travels, after your travels. It really is effective.
After that turkey dinner?
Exactly, you know it.
Stretch it out. I'll feel good.
Going crazy for some of the football.
Let's start with our first young lady right here. What's she doing?
So Rachel is laying on the foam roller. The foam roller is an extremely decompressive stretch. So as she's laying on it, you want to make sure your head is on the foam roller, your hips are on the foam roller, and it really lengthens the spine, really decompresses it. Rachel, go ahead and roll off of it and switch into the quad stretch.
And I have to mention, look at Rachel's eyes. She's got gorgeous eyes there, Rachel. Stunning.
We recommend laying on the foam roller like she was for about 5 minutes. Afterwards, go ahead and roll off of it. As she's rolling on the foam roller, you want to roll to the hip bones and then to the kneecap, but never roll onto the kneecap, never roll onto the hip bones. But as she's rolling back and forth on the quads, a really excellent stretch to loosen up and lengthen those quad muscles from sitting down for all of your travels.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks cozy right there. This next one might be one of my favorites, though. Is this a yoga move?
This is a yoga move. We love this stretch. This stretch is called Child's Pose. In this Child's Pose stretch, what really is happening here is his torso is lengthening this direction as his hips are going that way. Again, very decompressive for the spine, very opening up. It also stretches out the butt muscles, the hamstring muscles. All of those muscles really shorten and tighten during the seated position that we're all going to be in as we're traveling.
I feel like that one might be a good one if things start to get heated at the Thanksgiving dinner table. Let's just get in this nice little pose.
And everyone, let's do Child's Pose.
Yeah. Okay, the next one, what do you got here?
Next up, we've got a hamstring stretch. So Lauren here is performing the hamstring stretch. A couple things to note when you're doing this. Obviously, we're using a hamstring strap. You can use a towel if you want as well. But when you're doing this, you want to keep the leg totally straight. And then underneath your back, you should be able to slide a hand underneath it. You should be arching your spine like a rainbow off of the ground. So as she's doing this, she's really working on the calf, on the hamstrings, all the way down the backside of her legs. Really, really good muscles to stretch after our travels.
Because we've just been sitting.
Our travels. Exactly, that seated position. All of these stretches really combat and target those muscles. Yep, hamstring specific. Exactly.
All right, next up, we've had this guy down on his knee for a while now. In position.
Joey is in the lunge stretch. We do this stretch because this is a hip flexor specific stretch. So when you're in the seated position, these muscles, these hip flexors, are really short and tight. So he's opening it up on this side. He's stretching it out. A couple cues that we give are to push yourself into the stretch, but tighten up your abs. So you tighten up your abs and you push into that stretch, and it becomes a really deep stretch for the hip flexor on this bottom side. So on this stretch, obviously you want to switch sides after you do this. We recommend about 60 seconds per stretch.
Awesome. I love to hear that we don't have to maybe focus all about the calories and the cardio, but stretching is important as well at the Thanksgiving holiday. Okay, we're gonna be right back, Arizona. Stay with us.